Chapter 646, The Robot Cop. It starts with us walking home from the mall. Me, Nico, Maria, Ash, Lincoln and Pikachu were walking back from the mall with bags in our hands. Ash, so what did you get, Maria? Maria, I got awesome custom-made shirts for all of us on the Redemption Squad. Maria was wearing one. Her shirt was aqua blue and it had a different logo on it. It had the Team Loud Phoenix Storm logo and a halo was below the Phoenix Sun. Me, that's a great logo, Maria, and it's perfect for the Redemption Squad. Maria, thanks. Hawk, off screen, you little twerps are perfect for punching bags. We saw Hawk and Hank and they were bullying 6 kids from Lisa's class. Me, oh no. It's Hawk and Hank. Maria, those two just never learn. Ash, who are Hawk and Hank? Me, you would hate those two, Ash. They are 2 jocks that go to Hazeltucky, and they are the worst ever bullies in all of Gotham Royal York. They enjoy seeing people suffer all for their own amusement, and I scared the living daylights out of them 2.5 years ago on Halloween by turning into a gruesome and horrifying fusion monster made of all the monsters from the series The Thing. Lincoln, it was awesome. Ash and JD made them soil their pants 3 times because of it. Me, yeah, we got them sent to prison twice. Ash, those two are going too far by picking on those kids. Maria, that's right, Ash. Me, let's get them. We went at them and Ash swooped in and kicked Hawk in the face. Me, over here, kids. The kids went over to us and I comforted them. Me, are you all okay? Claire, we're fine, JD. Thanks to you. Me, no problem. To Hawk and Hank, you 3 butt faces just will never learn. Picking on little kids. This is a whole new low for you. Maria, smirk, said Hank and Hawk, you 2 really want to go through this again? Hawk, yeah, we do. Hank, and beating you guys up will be sweet revenge. Ash, I don't think so. Come on, Pikachu. Pikachu, Pika. Lincoln and Ash spread their wings and they charged at them, and Ash punched Hawk in the face and kicked Hank in the stomach and crotch. Hank screamed like a little girl. Lincoln fired a blast of lightning and electrocuted them, and they screamed in agony as they were electrocuted with 1 billion volts of electricity. Nico, ouch. That is cool but powerful. Hawk and Hank, you 2 have failed this state. Me, you tell them, man. Ash, let's send these 2 back to prison. Pikachu, let's electrocute them. Ash and Pikachu fired a blast of lightning and it electrocuted them with 5 billion volts of electricity. Ouch. Ash, you 2 are never gonna be welcome here. Lincoln, you tell them, Ash. It's back to prison for you. Me, but I think another trial is in order. Lincoln, good idea. We slapped the cuffs on them and the cops took them away. Hawk, they attacked us first. Officer, tell it to the judge, Hawk. They took them away. Me, those buttheads just will never learn. Nico, no they won't. Lincoln, those 2 are pure evil. Me, they sure are. There are kinds of people in this world that will never change and will never be rehabilitated. They will just keep ruining other people's lives, and the world is much better off without them. Smokescreen, it's amazing how even Cybertronians have spirit animals. I wonder what mine will be. My watch device beeped. Me, uh-oh. I looked at my device and saw a nasty war going down in downtown Gotham Royal York, and the cops were at war with the mercenaries of Omni Consumer Products, a major megacorporation that makes all kinds of advanced cybernetic technologies. Me, wow. Looks like a war is going on. Then the signal was interrupted by a video signal from a woman being held prisoner in Omnicorp named Dr. Marie Lazarus. Lazarus, people of Gotham Royal York, this is an illegal broadcast. It may be cut off at any time, so listen to me. OCP is lying to you. They're destroying people's lives for big business. Those rehabs you see on TV, they're mercenaries hired by OCP to throw people out of their homes and into the streets. You've got to believe me. I'm speaking for all the homeless and jobless citizens of this city and every city like it run by the heartless, capitalist scumbags who want you to think their way and do whatever will make them more money. See those commercials for Delta City where the future has a silver lining? Well, only silver is lining their pockets. OCP doesn't care about the people. OCP cares about rich people. Right now, as I speak, the people of Cadillac Heights are being forced out of their very own neighborhood. Your neighborhood's next unless you fight back now. Time is running out. OCP is the enemy. For God's sake, help us. Innocent people are dying. Me, looks like we have an evil company to destroy. I press the Prime Omega emergency button. Me, let's roll. All of Team Loud Phoenix Storm was called in and so was the Justice League, the Avengers, and the Redemption Squad. We set out for downtown Gotham Royal York. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the middle of downtown Gotham Royal York we saw the entire city in the grip of a massive war with OCP. We saw fiery explosions break out and destroying cars, buildings, and more. The rebels were firing bullets, grenades, bazookas, missiles, and more at the OCP tanks, mercenaries and Otomo androids. Then a blast of gravity lightning hit the OCP tanks and they all exploded. Superman and Green Lantern fired laser and green laser blasts and blew the mercenaries away. Nico, you OCP butt faces have failed this city. Smokescreen turned into his car mode. Smokescreen, just call me the Autobot who isn't there. Emits smoke from tailpipe to create a cloud of smoke, distracting the Otomo androids. Shockwave, your androids are inferior compared to my weaponry. Fires at androids. Aquaman, Mega Man, I bet water can short these scrap heaps out. Aquaman fired blasts of water at the androids and they did short out and explode. Lodestar, magnetizes some androids, they just don't build drones like they used to. Carol, eat radioactive death. Carol fired Godzilla's spiral ray and it hit an android and it exploded and burned all the other androids into exploding rubble. Aquaman, combo time. Hook, let's get them. Hook grabbed a chunk of a destroyed building and hurled it at the OCP scum and Aquaman fired a powerful blast of water. Aquaman and Hook, Aquamace smash. The water wrapped around the rebel and turned into a massive mace ball of pure water and it slammed into the OCP cronies and crushed them. Smokescreen, time for our combo Patrick. Patrick, okay. Patrick rolled into a tight ball and Smokescreen threw him into the air and fired lightning. Smokescreen and Patrick, electric cannonball starfish slam. The lightning merged with Patrick and he slammed into the OCP scumbags and electrocuted them and the androids exploded. Patrick star, can we get ice cream later? I facepalm. Shockwave, now for my final smash. Lightning cauterizer burst. Shockwave fired a massive blast of lightning and electrocuted more members of the OCP force and blew them all to pieces. Me, censored, are always trying to ice skate uphill. Then we heard a jetpack booster coming and to our surprise we saw Robocop. Me, Robocop. He fired machine guns and missiles at the remaining OCP thugs and members and the rebels had won. Me, go to hell OCP. We had taken back all of Gotham Royal York. Nicole sealed all of the OCP members into the Book of Vile Darkness. Robocop approached us. Robocop, you did me a huge favor. Me, Alex Murphy aka Robocop. It's an honor to meet you. A lot of movies and a major franchise about you was made 32 years ago. Robocop, I'm glad I have some friends, fans, and some helpers. Me, we do what we can. Robocop saw Megan's armor. Robocop, to Megan your armor is similar to mine, Megan. Megan, well, my armor actually used to belong to the original Dark Samus, who was a villain. Robocop, and you're certain she won't be angry about you using her suit for good? Megan, considering that she's in the Book of Vile Darkness right now, I don't think she'll mind. Nico, to Robocop you might think of yourself as not human. But I think you're more human than most bad guys out there. RoboCop. Thanks Nico. Me. We can talk later. Right now it's time to put OCP out of business permanently. Vince. Hands him a CD. Give this to the President of the United States of America and tell him it's a code economy Omega emergency. Vince. You got it partner. Vince teleport to Washington DC. Me. Jayon prepare the satellite laser cannon and have it target the OCP building. Fire on my command. Martian Manhunter, it will be done. Me. Let's roll. We then went to OCP. *****. In Washington, D.C., the President was at work on an important document when the General of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and Vince came in. General, Mr. President. Vince here has some information regarding OCP Industries in Gotham Royal York. It's a code economy Omega emergency. Mr. President, Vince my boy, what have you discovered? Vince, JD. Knudsen sent me Mr. President, and on this disk is incriminating information about Omni consumer products. Vince handed the disk to him and the President played it, and it revealed all of the extremely illegal and treasonous activity OCP was doing to not just the United States but to the entire planet as well. They did numerous crimes that would put even Lex Luthor to shame. The President of the United States was shocked. He immediately called for all the assets of OCP seized and all the employees of the company arrested and indicted for treason and numerous crimes. Mr. President, thank you for telling me this, Vince. Tell JD to bring all the employees in for treason and other charges and have OCP completely destroyed to nothing. Vince, yes sir Mr. President. Vince teleport back. *****. We were flying towards OCP and Vince told me everything. Me. It shall be done. Good work partner. Vince. Thanks man. We flew and then we smashed through the top window of the OCP building. We saw the main boss of OCP, Paul McDaggett. Me. Paul McDaggett. You and all of OCP are hereby placed under arrest for crimes against the United States of America and the world. Nico. McDaggett, you have failed this city. Me. More like he has failed this whole country. Then 2 more androids came out. RoboCop, you won't get away. Robo machine gun storm. RoboCop fired machine guns at the androids and blew them apart. Me. Now let's go. I snapped my fingers and beamed all of the OCP employees to a federal prison. We flew out of there. Me. Jayon. Fire. Martian Manhunter fired the watchtower laser and it hit the OCP building and blew it apart in a massive and fiery explosion. Crab. The entirety of OCP was completely obliterated in an instant. Me. Burn in hell OCP. Nico. Anyone caught in the blast was vaporized in an instant. Me. Yep. Carol. That corporation was bad and corrupted from the very start. Me. Yep. RoboCop. To the viewers. Never mess with the city we protect or you will face all of us. Me. Yep. All of OCP was found guilty of numerous crimes including treason, murder, fraud, and more, and they were sentenced to eternity in the Neptune prison for traitors. Being the mastermind behind it all, Paul McDaggett was sentenced to death. He was executed by firing squad. During the fight Nico caught you in a seeking. ******. The trial of Hawk and Hank got underway. The People's Court theme plays. Hawk and Hank were in orange prison jumpsuits and we were sitting in the crowd representing the prosecution. Bailiff, all rise. Calling courtroom to order in the case of people of the City of Gotham Royal York vs Hawk and Hank. Honorable Judge Camille V. Harm presiding. Judge Harm, you may be seated. We did so. Judge Harm, the prosecution may present its case. Each member of the Loud family gave their testimony. The testimony was more than enough. Everyone gasped in absolute horror. Juror 1, those 2 are monsters. Juror 2, Hawk and Hank are both worse than Attila the Hun. Juror 3, they deserve the chair. Juror 4, lock them up forever. Juror 5, that is completely awful. Juror 6, awful. Awful. Hawk, you liars. The judge banged her gavel. Judge Harm, order, order. I know these two caused a lot of problems to everyone in the city and to most of our children. And I know you want to see them both get what's coming to them, and I do too. But let us hear what everyone else has to say before we reach a decision. Also, we can't give these two the death penalty because they are only 13 and 15, and it's completely unconstitutional to execute children with the methods of capital punishment. Lincoln did his testimony. Lincoln, those two monsters Hawk and Hank ruined our family's Halloween on October 31st, 2016 by stealing our candy and vandalizing everything on our block. Lynn gave her testimony. Lynn, those two roughed me up and made me sprain my ankle during a football game. This was before I moved to Royal Woods. All the Louds and everyone in Gotham Royal York testified for the prosecution, and the evidence was completely overwhelming. After all the testimony and closing arguments, the case went to the jury. It didn't take them long to reach a decision. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. French narrator, French accent, approximately 35 minutes later. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Me, boy that was quick. Judge Harm, has the jury reached a verdict? Jury foreman, we have your honor. We the jury in the above entitled case do find the defendants Hawk and Hank guilty on all charges. Hawk, no. Hank, no. Judge Harm, yes. I can now do it. Hawk and Hank, as punishment for your horrible actions and your crimes against the populace of Gotham Royal York, it is the judgment of this court that you are both hereby sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, and you are hereby ordered to pay the Loud family a restitution of $500 trillion. You will be remanded to the Uranus prison for the rest of your natural lives effective immediately. Court is adjourned. Bangs gavel. Hawk and Hank were taken away. Me, burn in hell you too. Hank, you will pay for this, you freak. Hawk, we'll have our revenge. Me, don't count on it, you meatheads. Hawk and Hank will never terrorize the city ever again. We celebrated getting justice for everyone in Gotham Royal York by going to the Bourbon Burger. At the Uranus prison, Hawk and Hank were given a special cell in solitary confinement, and they were gonna be carried out in coffins by the time they get out. Life means life. They were gonna remain in prison until the day they die. Burn in hell, Hawk and Hank. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete. RoboCop has been a very popular franchise ever since the 1980s. I love how he always brings the bad guys to their knees. And it was so cool how they made Alex Murphy into the most awesome cybernetic police officer ever. It was awesome. Peter Weller, Nancy Allen, Daniel O'Herlihy, Ronnie Cox, Kitwood Smith, and Miguel Ferrer all did an awesome job back 32 years ago. I know the first and third movies and they were awesome. Too bad the third movie was a major box office bomb. But it was awesome nonetheless. Who cares what those critics said back then? Nico-chan11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man, as usual. And it was VenJedi1995 that gave me the idea for the RoboCop chapter. Thanks man. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time. RoboCop franchise is owned by Paul Verhoeven and Orion Pictures.